What's up, you guys, man? This is the Portal Prospect, and I am back with another episode of Pod When I Want to podcast. Um, y'all already know what it is. We are previewing the Super Bowl today. We're going to get into the preview of it. We will not make a game pick today. We're going to preview and break down this game. This is the biggest event of the year, every year. You're gonna have so many people watching, so many people tuning in. I'm excited. We have the San Francisco 49ers going against the defending champs and the Kansas City Chiefs. I think a lot of people are forgetting about that one fact, that the Kansas City Chiefs are the world champions, and they're here to defend their crown. So I see this line is opening up at 2.5 points, favoring the San Francisco 49ers. Wow. The over-under is 47.5. But let's forget all those things. Let's go into the matchup and break it down. You have Patrick Mahomes, two-time MVP, two-time Super Bowl MVP, two-time Super Bowl champ, going against Mr. Irrelevant and Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is an amazing story. Let me get this guy credit. Listen, to be honest with you, you media people made me dislike Brock Purdy, and as an analyst, I can't allow y'all to do that. I allowed y'all to sway how I look at this kid. But let me just give him a shout out, man. Listen, Brock. You're an amazing story. You have legit put your fingerprints on this team, especially in this playoff run, to show how valuable you are. And I noticed that in the Detroit game and in the Green Bay game, but specifically in the Detroit game because they were down 17 points. Now, some lucky stuff did have to happen. But I watched you make play after play after play with your legs or your arm. And I got to give you a shout-out for that, man. Shout out to Brock Purdy, man. You put your team on your back, man. I needed to see this, though. Before we got to this game, I needed to see whether Brock Purdy could put the team on his back when it mattered and they were down the chips. Every throw counted. Everything was on the line. And he did it twice. I have no more questions for Brock Purdy. But this is where the separation comes in now to play. This is where the difference is between Jimmy G and Brock Purdy. This is where the separation can come in between right here. Because Jimmy G got them to this point too. He got him to the same point. He had Mahomes down by 10 in the fourth quarter of a Super Bowl game with 7 minutes left. One throw, one mistake could cost you. And that's what happened in that game. It was several throws for him that cost him the game. It was several throws by Jimmy G that cost his team the game. Several. Because there's no way that you missed that shot down the chimney to Emmanuel Sanders. You just can't miss the shot down the chimney to Emmanuel Sanders. Then you miss Kittle on a wide open first down throw. But here's the difference. Brock Purdy is really accurate with the football. The ball placement is excellent. It's superb. You got Christian McCaffrey. The weapons that they got at their disposal in this Super Bowl is really scary. But let me tell you what else is scary. Getting on to the scary side. That defense Kansas City got is 15 times better than the defense they had when they played them before in the Super Bowl. Everybody has improved since that one. So I'm not even going to compare it. What I'm going to do is say this. If the San Francisco 49ers have to throw the ball over 25 times, they will lose this game. You want to know why? It's because you'll be playing into the strength of Kansas City, which is their secondary. If you have to put the ball in the air, I'm just telling y'all this now. If they have to put the ball in the air 30 times, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. That's the games that a lot of teams lose against. When you have to throw, when you got to put it in the air, when you don't have a choice, you lose those games because now you're playing into their strength, which, like I said, is their secondary. They got 2 All-Pros back there, and Snead and McDuffie, and the other guy Watson. He ain't bad either. So you're playing into that, and their safeties is on lock. So you just playing into their strength. If you or San Fran, you have to come out. You have to run this football with vengeance. Christian McCaffrey should be MVP of this Super Bowl game. That's what needs to happen for them to win. Christian McCaffrey has to be Super Bowl MVP. He has to be. That's the only way you get to done. It's the only way that you're going to win the Super Bowl is if Christian McCaffrey is the MVP. It can't. It just, y'all not gonna be able to throw the ball all over the yard. Mistakes happen. And Spags, shout out to Spags, man. Spags been dialing it up. He's been dialing it up on the defensive side. So if I'm them, the way to victory is through Christian McCaffrey. If you're Kansas City, it's status quo. I think Pacheco's gonna have a big game. Big game. And there's a possibility he could win MVP. It's a big game. I'll tell you this. If you Patty Mahomes, Travis Kelce is the way to win the game. They can't cover him. Listen, San Fran is not gonna be able to cover him. Kelce. I have a feeling that they're gonna try to move their linebackers and try to cover him. The problem is Travis Kelce is just too. He thinks the game more now. He don't have the speed that he used to have and all that, but he thinks it more now. Travis Kelce gonna get open. You can best believe Travis Kelce is probably gonna have about 7 to 10 catches to 12 catches, something like that. I'm gonna put about 7 to 12. I'm gonna put somewhere in that range, over 100 yards, probably to about 2 touchdowns. I can see Pacheco going over 100 in this game. I can see, like I said, Patrick Mahomes being Patrick Mahomes. I watched Detroit go up and down the field, up and down the field, up and down the field. So to me, Patrick Mahomes is way better than Jared Goff. That's the elite level. So it's going to come down to me, you're going to have to ball control if you San Francisco, and you're going to have to cash out. Can't get field goals because Buffalo ball control. They did exactly what you need to do to beat Kansas City. Ball control. But you can't kick field goals. You can't go for it on 4th and 3. You can't do little. It's the small things that'll catch you against the Kansas City. Because what Kansas City did is we're gonna cash out on every opportunity we get. And that's what they did. They scored. And they could not cover Travis Kelce. I'm just going to tell y'all this. I believe if Travis Kelce get to that 10, 11, 12 catch mark, y'all not beating Kansas City. It's a fact. It's a known fact. You're not beating Kansas City if that's what happened. Because that's letting me know you can't cover them. So, if you are San Fran, you got a game plan to win this game. You got all the tools you need. Get behind 71. The famer, the gold jacket guy, Trent Williams, get behind him and go win you a Super Bowl. Brock Purdy, go make yourself immortal. Go make yourself immortal, man. Put your name up there with Steve Young and Joe Montana as the only quarterbacks in franchise history to win a Super Bowl. Go put your name in the books. It's time. Put your name in the books, man. Forget all the other stuff. Forget about the numbers. Go put yourself in the history books and beat one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play this game. Go be legendary. at all times. I'm going to tell y'all this. I will be here Thursday to pick the team I think is going to execute the game plan the best. I just laid it out for you. If you're Mahomes, it's Kelsey. That connection on point, you're not beating them. And Pacheco doing this thing on the rushing on the edges, it's going to be a problem for them. They had a problem stopping the Lions. And if you San Fran, Christian McCaffrey must be the MVP of this game for y'all to win it. You can't throw the ball over 30 times. You can't throw the ball over 25 times. That's the bottom number. If you get anywhere in between, matter of fact, if you get anywhere between 25 to 30 throws, I think you might. I don't think you can go over 30. But 25 might be the limit. So just, to me, run the ball. Run the ball, run yourself to a Super Bowl. Do what Baltimore should have did and run your way to the Super Bowl. Championship now. Win you a ring. Be immortal. This is Pod. When I Want to Pod podcast. This is your boy, the Portal Prospect. And I will see you guys Thursday.